Before we get started, I would like to encourage you to listen to this webinar in its entirety. It will be somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes, and I'll go over just some of the basics on what it will take to get started with local internet marketing and to help you dominate your local area. If you are a local business owner or professional, chances are you've been impacted by this economic downturn. The purpose of this webinar is to help give you the building blocks to get started and get started right and do it inexpensively. So with that said, let me get started. How to use the internet to slash your advertising budget while getting more leads and customers. Bottom line, stop paying for ads that don't work. I know you get calls from all sorts of media outlets and organizations looking to get a piece of your advertising budget. Today, I'm not pitching you anything. I simply would like to tell you why businesses like yours are changing their advertising strategy. Actually, why they are making these changes is perfectly clear. Simply put, the return on investment is much higher. More customers, more leads, for less cost. Google and other local search engines have provided the opportunity for every type of business to flourish in ways that were impossible before the last few years. When people want to find something, buy something, research a purchase, they jump on the internet, at home or on their phone, to do research. If they don't see your business in the results, they don't know you exist and won't buy from you. It's that simple. Whatever you are paying for the yellow pages, newspaper, radio, and other such traditional advertising, your dollars will go much further online. However, getting online traffic into your business can be very confusing and time-consuming if you try to do it yourself. Web designers will say you need a new website. Search engine optimization experts will argue that the problem lies in your low rankings. Copywriters and content managers will say that it's your marketing message. Social networking and social media experts will say you need to be tweeting, Facebooking, and using all of the other social media tools out there. Yellow page representatives will say you must have an ad in on the online yellow pages. Brand experts will say, yes, you guessed it, the branding or positioning of your company is the problem. And then there are the larger advertising firms that take care of all of the above. They'll say everything is the problem. So here's the real question. Who is really on your side? Who is looking at the big picture? Here's why local internet marketing will be a worthwhile investment over the next few years. Unlike any other type of traditional advertising, like newspaper, magazines, radio, and television, local internet marketing can be tracked for results, the number of searches, clicks, page views, etc. So you will know right away if your online presence is bringing in business. Search engine rankings are measurable. High rankings equal more traffic coming into your business than lower rankings. Internet marketing can be optimized over time to ratchet up traffic coming into your business. With the correct analytics installed, it's easy to see where the weak links are and fix it, resulting in more traffic and conversions. When done right, there's no hype when it comes to online local marketing. It's safe, trackable, and it's by far the highest return on investment compared to any other advertising outlet. We understand that what you really need is a team or individual who can take care of your online marketing, someone you trust. The first step you'll want to take is have someone show you exactly how your company is doing now. Before you make any marketing decisions, we recommend you know where you rank online and where your competitors rank. This is where we stand out compared to most of our competitors. Our first step to any client engagement is to generate what we call a local marketing health report. This is usually a 20-plus page assessment on how you're doing compared to your competitors. It is definitely a starting point, to an effective local marketing campaign. Now, let's dig a little deeper. Many of you already know that there's been a big advertising shift from offline marketing to online marketing. While offline marketing efforts like newspaper, print yellow page ads, radio, and cable are still somewhat effective, there's been a big trend over to online marketing like search engine marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, to name a few. Now, listen to some very interesting stats. 70% of U.S. households now use the internet as an information source when shopping locally for products and services. 31% of all business buyers turn to a search engine when they are looking for locally based products or services. Product research and comparison shopping happens online, but 67% of those purchases happen offline. 90% of purchases are made within 50 miles of a person's home. Consider the following local search data. 43% of all searches on the Google network included a geographical identifier. This means the person searching included the city and state in their search in order to refine it for local products and services. 86% of those people followed up with a phone call. 61% of those people ended up making a purchase offline. 25% of all commercial internet searches are conducted by users looking for local merchants. 35% of all searches are local. 84% of US-based internet users performed local searches. That's 125 million people who are looking for a local business. So do you have a mobile phone or mobile internet? There are an estimated 4 billion mobile phones worldwide, 130 million web-enabled phones just in the United States. This number is rapidly increasing and will exponentially increase local searches. Search engines drive more traffic to a website than all other mediums combined. Here's the point. Local businesses are transferring their spending from traditional means to an online medium. Period. So here's a fresh and focused approach. You may have tried some online marketing in the past and failed. You're the norm, not the exception. Online marketing is easy. It's just not simple to learn. There is just so much bad information out there. There are many incapable people out there promoting their marketing services and slamming the industry. These failures are giving the industry a bad name. Be very careful of those things people tell you. Things like they tweak the website to rank higher and get additional traffic from the search engines. Please take some time and read a document put together by Google that every buyer of online services needs to see. So here are a few things from Google's site. Be wary of SEO firms and web consultants or agencies that send you email out of the blue. No one can guarantee a #1 ranking on Google. Be careful if a company is secretive or won't clearly explain what they intend to do. It's important that you get a project plan, something that clearly defines the schedule, scope, and budget of whatever project they are supposed to deliver to you. Be sure to understand where the money goes. Make sure you are clear on how they're spending the resources that you're giving them in order to help you get results. Let's talk a little bit about websites. Do you remember when people would visit a family doctor if anything was wrong? The doctor was essentially a jack of all trades in the medical field. Their advice was the end-all be-all. Now medicine has subsectors. Doctors specialize into neurology and other medical fields. In fact, there are subspecialties of the neurology specialty itself. There is a specialist for everything, even in the world of technology. Way back in 1995, there was the IT guy. He knew IT, software, and websites. He was so smart, everyone looked up to him. Well, we still have our IT geeks, but thinking they know everything about the web and websites is just a bad assumption. People that work in IT have specialties as well, just like doctors. Just because somebody knows how to work on your computer doesn't mean they should know how to create a traffic-getting, lead-generating website. Sure, they probably know more than most, but don't call them to create your website if you hire them to fix your computer. You wouldn't hire a carpenter to sell your house, so don't hire a web developer to market your website. Make sure you understand that marketing a website is completely different from creating a website. Imagine a site that doesn't speak to the right audience. Would it make a difference if you could just double your call to action rates and have more people call you or email you or fill out your forms on your site with just a small investment? Simple keyword research will demonstrate that people are looking for products and services in your area right now. Once you have the right traffic streaming to your site, maximizing the conversion rate is a critical component to successful online marketing. A website should have 5 separate components. 1. A project coordinator or project manager who understands your client's business, objectives, and goals from a business perspective. 2. A designer who understands art and computer-aided design. 3. A developer who understands the latest programming code. 4. A quality assurance expert to test for flaws before you go online. And 5. A marketing expert who understands online marketing and promotions and your business objectives. Have you ever heard of white hat and black hat online marketing? In the days of old Western movies, the good guys wore the white hats and the bad guys wore the black hats. There's no difference in our current world of internet marketing. We have all heard of spam email. Spam comes from someone who's using black hat techniques to market and send email to you. Another example of black hat online marketing is using techniques that are disapproved by the search engines in order to increase your rankings. Basically, you're trying to fool the search engines. White hat techniques are always used by the true industry professionals. This is a more difficult route to win online in the short term. However, it is the most sustainable and ultimately conforms to the guidelines set forth by the online community who represents paying customers to any local business. The message here is don't try to fool the search engines. Since it all comes down to the search engines, you must understand their role. A search engine's job is to provide the most relevant results to a web surfer for the search query requested, period. Back in 1998, when Google was founded, they gained tremendous market share for one main reason. It wasn't their marketing, it was their algorithm. An algorithm is a mathematical function or equation the search engines use to determine the rankings of a web page. Notice I said web page, not a website. Google's algorithm is so good that by 2002, both MSN, now Bing, and Yahoo had followed Google's style of ranking. Since the search engine's role is to provide relevant results, the way they determine if a web page is relevant is very important. But their algorithm is constantly changing, thereby making it difficult to completely understand what's needed in order to rank in the top spots. Here are some things we know to be consistent with the search engines. Quality of inbound links, not quantity. Quality of social sites you're on, not volume. Quality of your web pages, not quantity of web pages. We don't expect this to change or ever go obsolete. Our strategies are sound. We may add a new strategy or change a couple of our processes or measurements, but for the most part, the system we put in place will remain the same using effective and proven tools, techniques, and strategies. Using a marketing toolbox. You probably have been in business for several years marketing yourself to the local community through traditional means such as word of mouth, radio, television, newspapers, yellow pages, conventions, trade shows, and charity events, among many others. While taking an offline business online is exciting, there are many ways you can spin your tires and never gain any traction. There are many ways to spend time and money in areas that simply don't work. Marketing online is merely positioning your website in front of those people when they are researching a specific product or service and compelling them to take action. If you are listening to this webinar, you are invited to get an initial evaluation. Our evaluation is not a sales pitch. We do the research and provide you with a local marketing health report on your existing website, business, or industry. This is a customized, comprehensive health report. It allows you to understand how you are doing locally, give you information on your competition, and positions you to dominate your local market. The local marketing health report focuses on three major areas: SEO value, opportunity, and competition. When it comes to SEO value, you will learn how you are currently doing in the search engines. In terms of opportunity, you'll learn the areas you can focus on in your internet marketing efforts and grow. When it comes to your competition, you find out what your competitors are doing and develop a strategy based on their success. Our account evaluation manager will tell you why your website is not performing and make recommendations to fix it. We'll tell you how many people are searching for your product or service on Google and how strong the competition is. After a qualified evaluation, the report that we generate is yours to keep. We promise we'll never pressure you to buy our services. Our initial appointment is to deliver the evaluation report and recommendations. Selling or pushing our services are not part of our process and goes against our initial engagement policy to educate and add value first. It's simple. If you ever purchase local marketing services from us, we want you to know where you stand today before you take the next step and make an investment to improve. Thanks for attending this webinar. As I mentioned at the start, we have a special offer that we will make available only to those folks that listen to the entire webinar. You are about to be transferred to an exclusive web form that after you fill it out with your name and all of the pertinent information, we will create what we call a local list